Hello, hello, hello. I hope this is working. Okay, we've got our notification. I've got my cards here. Trying to hold up this. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. The mug there. See, how are we gonna do this? Hello, everybody. Um, I hope everybody's doing great. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Wednesday morning, I think, for probably most of you. Yeah, I'm just trying to fight some jet lag. So I figured, why not go live? Um, see who's on today. And if there's not many people on, I may just dip on out. Jessica, yes, I am here. Hello, girl. How are you doing? Sorry. Oh no. Oh, there we go. I was just saying how much I would love a reading from you. Oh, here I am, girl. Here I am. Okay, move the cheese. Yes, girl. How are you doing? Let me get my cards all ready here. It's going to be a little difficult. I'm going to have to figure out a setup here, but I guess all we can really do right now is kind of just show what we got. Cleansing ritual, angels, messages, and spirit guides. Please protect this space and allow me to provide the clearest of all messages. Thank you. You've also welcomed into his family. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm so happy for you, Jessica. So, oh, yeah, because he's been in Arkansas or near you, right? Is is it choppy, Jessica? Is the connection choppy right now? Aisel, you. Oh, you had the volume down for a minute. Okay. Because it showed up that it had to reconnect. The stream needed to reconnect twice. And I'm on my iPad right now. I do have PayPal. I sure do. Um, Now this is really weird, but when I'm on my, I was just gonna get into this. When I'm on my iPad and I'm going live, I can't type anything. I don't know why my iPad does that. My PayPal, if anyone could be so kind as to post my PayPal in the comments, I can't even pin anything. My PayPal is also in the body of the video. The first thing that's in the information of the video. Thank you so much for your donation, Jessica. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. And Marissa Smith, thank you so much. So that also means that I can't create a list. I just have to keep track of my list. over here. No sugar. So thank you to Jessica. Oh, there's all good old Nightbot. Now I need to see chat here. Live chat. Okay. How does P's ex feel about me being at the funeral services with him? She wasn't there, but he told her I was there with him. Okay. What's her name or what her first initial? Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How did M feel? How did M feel about Jessica being at the funeral services with P? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How did M feel about Jessica being at the funeral services with P? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How did M feel about Jessica being at the funeral services with P? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How did M feel about Jessica being at the funeral services with P? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How did M feel about Jessica being at the funeral services with P? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How did M feel about Jessica being at the funeral services with P? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How did M feel about Jessica being at the funeral services with P? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How did M feel about Jessica being at the funeral services with P? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How did M feel about Jessica being at the funeral services with P? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How did M feel about Jessica being at the funeral services with P? Hi, Luminous. Welcome. Okay, we've got Jessica. We've got the Nine of Wands, the Lovers reversed, King of Swords, Three of Swords reversed, and the Empress reversed. Very, actually, this is pretty diplomatic energy, Jessica. And I think it put the final nail in the coffin, so to speak, with this Three of Swords reversed. I think that, do you think that she still wants him? Because I think she did still want him up until very recently, but seeing him with you and how serious it is has made her realize that there's no possibility for her to be his Empress with the Empress reversed, or for her to be in a romantic connection with him with the Lovers reversed. And I say she's being very diplomatic because we have this King of Swords right in the center. I feel like she's being pretty fair and I don't want to say chill about this, but she's being pretty fair about it. It is what it is. It's possible but we don't really discuss her. I'm getting the sense that this brought a level of reality to her that didn't hurt her necessarily. It actually kind of like it brought her closure in a lot of ways. And kind of gave her permission to move on in her own way, which she may not have been doing yet. Um, you told me she might show up, but she did, and I wondered if that had anything to do with you being there. It very well could have. It very well could have. She may, with this Nine of Wands here, it might be like this is no longer my battle to fight. Um, I'm clearly no longer a part of his life in that way. I'm not his empress, so it could have been. It could have been that. Um, I don't know how well she knew his mom, how close they were, because if they were close and if she did know him very well, that seems a little petty, um, to not go just because of that, you know. But you never know how people are. But they were close. Okay, so that does seem a little. The message I'm getting here is finality. Like things like this makes things really real and really final to her. I think here's what I think, Jessica. I think that she has been holding out on a little smidgen of hope for a while here. I think she's been like hoping and praying. Like I think she's really believed that there's a chance that they would or could get back together, and this hit her pretty this reality really finally, like the reality finally sunk in, like things are really over. He's moved on, and there's I don't stand a chance here. And I think part of that also has to do, I think that's, yeah, I think she probably didn't want to see that. She did, even though she was close to his mom. I think it was like, go to a funeral and grieve my ex's mom, and then also have to see my ex with his new person. I'm not saying she's a petty person. I just don't think she has the emotional bandwidth for all that, or the emotional maturity for all of that. I think that's definitely what she was. I think she was avoiding something there, um, and kind of bowing out in a way. Like I almost feel like she feels as though she wouldn't have wanted to have been, or she wouldn't have been welcomed there a little bit by him. Like her character wouldn't have been super welcomed by him, which is not true. I don't think that she would be unwelcomed at all, especially if they were close. But I also, it's hard for me to put into words, but it's kind of like, oh well, he's got his female companion to stand by his side and be there for him emotionally. Why should I bother being there? And that's where I go. I keep on getting this message of like, yeah, she really did think that there was a glimmer of hope that there would still be something between them in the future. And now it's just like reality is kicked in. It's just like, nope, it's not going to be that way. So that is what I am seeing here, Miss Jessica. Um, Good. I'm glad it was insightful for you because I don't know. I know I don't know her from Adam, but I the vibe I get is yeah, she had a little bit of like she doesn't have a thing. For, well, of course she has a little thing for him. She was holding out, and now it's just like, oh no, he's got a new empress. I cannot be his lover. I've got to let go of this. You know. So well, yeah, that is what I see for you, Miss Jessica. Thank you so much for your donation, love, and I'm happy I brought you some insight there. And we just received another donation. Thank you so much from Arcana. So I've been having to explain to people tonight. So for the next month or so, I'm going to be live streaming from here, this little place on my iPad. It's not my main setup. And the problem with live streaming from my iPad is I cannot create a list. So I'm just keeping a list that I'm writing down to the side here. Um, and right now we have Marissa Smith is next, and then we have Arcana is right after Marissa. And I'm going to read what Jessica just said. That's the other thing is I have to keep on touching. Great reading. I'm so glad you're on. For sure, girl. Yeah. Well, good morning. Good morning, America, Jessica. I know it's like morning time. Yeah. I normally don't go on in the mornings. but I'm not in California right now, so it's like 5 o'clock here. So there's I figured there'd be some different peeps on. Marissa, are you there, love? Marissa. I've got to get something figured out here. I've got to show y'all more than just a empty box of cards. There's Marissa. Marissa, thank you so much for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. I know what to forget. What are Alshon's next actions towards me? Excellent question. Hmm. Oh no! Sorry, just dropped crystal on the floor, but it did not break. Okay, what are Alshon's next actions towards Marissa? He hasn't been contacted and hasn't come to see his son. Oh no. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Alshon's next actions towards Marissa? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Alshon's next actions towards Marissa? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Alshon's next actions towards Marissa? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Alshon's next actions towards Marissa? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Alshon's next actions towards Marissa? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Alshon's next actions towards Marissa? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Alshon's next actions towards Marissa? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Alshon's next actions towards Marissa? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Alshon's next actions towards Marissa? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Alshon's next actions towards Marissa? 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles reversed, Ace of Wands, and the High Priestess reversed. Very interesting. So what I can tell you, Marissa, is, so you said that he hasn't come to visit his son, and you guys are in no contact. Is that correct? If that's the case, excuse me. If what I just said is the case, like you guys are not in contact, excuse me. Like you guys are in contact. Okay, so you guys are in contact and he hasn't contacted his son. I see that he's kind of gone astray right now with this High Priestess reversed. And he's at this time lost a sense of what's truly valuable to him in his life right now. But the good news is that it's going to come to him. He's going to come towards you. He's going to start taking care of his son. He's going to start seeing the value of the seeds that he's sown with this Ace of Wands. He's going to see the value of you with this as a mother with this Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the very fertile queen. She's got her black cat there. She really represents fertility. And then the best card of all that I saved for last, the Ten of Pentacles, which is the happy family card. It's the ultimate happy family. It's the mom, the dad, the baby, the cat, the dog, ultimate happiness, ultimate satisfaction, no need or want for anything um, emotional or physical, material, what have you. So I do see in the cards here that he has pulled away and has not been present. And that's not right. And I'm not making any excuses for him at all. I don't know what his reason is, but all I'm seeing is that he's kind of like, am I sure this is about you? I'm pretty sure. I asked her what his next. Well, yeah, I'm absolutely sure, Marissa. I don't question spirit. I asked specifically what Alshon's next actions were going to be towards you, and this is what I'm seeing. Because you've been mad since yesterday. Um, how long have you guys been out of contact for? Yeah, Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. I see this. He's faltering, or he's faltered with this Ace of Pentacles reversed and the High Priestess reversed. But I see him having a renewed sense of responsibility in his life. It's been 2 months now. Well, I stand by my readings, Marissa Love. I really do, and this is truly what I'm seeing. This is what I'm feeling. I don't tell people things to sugarcoat or make people feel happy. I have to impart a lot of messages that are not like fun to impart, but this is really what I'm seeing. But yesterday I just got mad out of nowhere about the situation or just in general. Hey Christopher, I am not in California right now, so I'm actually in a similar time zone to you, Christopher. That's why I'm on right now. And I hope you're doing great, Chris. Um, so you got mad yesterday and about the situation. Gotcha. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. It's been 2 months. That's too long. That's too long. Um, cards are saying that he's gonna have a change of direction here. This is gonna switch up with this Queen of Wands and Ace of Wands. Cards and Spirit acknowledge that he's not present right now. He's not doing his due duty as a father with the Ace of Pentacles reversed and the High Priestess reversed. But ultimately, I mean, we've got the Happy Family card was the first card that came up for you, girl. And we specifically asked Spirit what his next actions were towards you. So I'm sure this is about you. I don't know. I'm not saying this is going to happen overnight. And I'm also not saying that this is going to take forever to happen either. I think that it's going to happen all in due time. I think it's going to happen at least within the next year, at the very latest, because tarot is always reading just current energies. So if it's picking up these current energies, if his mind, which I think it is, I believe his mind is already like he chose his other baby mama over his son, or you feel he chose his other baby mama over his son. If that's the case, then I think he's going to have a change of heart, Marissa. I keep on getting this message of a change of heart, some change in values, some change in belief systems, some change in thinking. This is a wild one, this Ace of Wands. This is a very powerful card. This can this card really alters the way people behave and where they place their values and their priorities. Like I said, this is not going to happen overnight. But if I'm seeing this in the tarot, if I'm seeing the current energies here, I can't see it happening very farther. Excuse me, I can't see it taking very much longer. I'd say longest a year with tarot energies. So this looks really good, Marissa. This looks really promising. And like I said, I don't give people any good news just to keep them happy or anything. Like Christopher will testify. I think a lot of people can testify. Like Sophie does not sugarcoat. No way. So that's legit what I'm seeing for you, love, and it looks really good. I know the situation's really frustrating and not okay right now. But I really think he's gonna have a big change of heart. That's the big message I keep on hearing from my guides is this change of heart. Okay. So that is what I see for you. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you very much, love. I appreciate you as always. Thank you. Thank you, love. All right. So now we've got Arcana. Is it Arcana? I don't quite know how to pronounce it, but I believe it means pray in Hindi. I think that's what they told me it meant. Arcana, are you there? It is your turn. Or is it like Arcana, like the major Arcana? Oh, Arcana? Arcana? I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly. There you are. Thank you for your donation. So you made a super chat donation of $9.99. Um, bonjour, bonjour. Um, girl, I don't speak French. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I'm the worst when it comes to French. Um, comment était votre vol? I don't know what that means, love. I'm sorry. It's so embarrassing. I took this language for probably 7 years in school and cannot figure it out. I can understand German pretty decently. French, no, I'm useless. My flight was great. My flight was great. I had a whole row to myself. It was a pretty empty flight. There were no babies, no children on the flight, which is always a plus. And I managed to sleep, which is really rare. And although I did wake up to an like older lady just like stretched out on my seats, like her head was on my phone, on all my electronics. I just woke up. I'm just like, hello. It was a little weird. I'll get into that story later. But yeah, other than that, it was a great flight. Good flight. Just watched some Curb Your Enthusiasm. Arcana. Arcana. Or Archana. So you donated Super Chat $9.99. It's $7.77, so you definitely have a 5 card reading. $9.99 is like an 8 card reading. Did you want to do that, Archana? You messaged him on 2 different social medias. Marissa, I feel like with him, it's not a matter of you being able to like if you prod him enough, he'll come around. With him, with Alshon, I feel like it doesn't matter how much you message him, he's gonna come around on his own time. In it, like on his, I don't want to say on his own terms, more in his own time. I think he'll be on board with you. I don't like when I say someone's gonna want something on their own terms. To me, that has a negative connotation, and I don't think that's how he's gonna be. But I do think it's gonna like suddenly occur to him, you know. But I get you. That just demonstrates just how mad you were yesterday. I understand that for sure. Needing to get that off your chest. I get that feeling for sure. I'm a big angry emailer when I need to get stuff off my chest. Okay, Archana, is that your real name? How should I address you as? Como tu t'appelles? He contacted, and you have no other way of contacting him. Oh dear, that's not good. And you don't know any family members that could contact him, Marissa? Crystal Ray, how are you, Crystal Ray? You texted. I think I remember you telling me that there was some female family member that you had texted or messaged. Yeah, you texted his grandma. What did she say? Arcana, I need you to tell me your name and I need you to post your question. Oh, that is your name. Okay, I'm sorry. So what's your question then? I don't see your question anywhere, Archana. I keep on looking in the chat. Does anyone else see it? If anyone else sees it, can they repost what Archana posted as their question? I don't see their question. I'm gonna be Archana, if you did post it, let me double check. Oh, will you get a job in Microsoft in 2024? I see that now. Thank you. English Messages and Spirit Guides. Will Archana get a job in Microsoft in 2024? English Messages and Spirit Guides. Will Archana get a job at Microsoft in 2024? English Messages and Spirit Guides. Will Archana get a job at Microsoft in 2024? English Messages and Spirit Guides. Will Archana get a job at Microsoft in 2024? English Messages and Spirit Guides. Will Archana get a job at Microsoft in 2024? English Messages and Spirit Guides. Will Archana get a job at Microsoft in 2024? English Messages and Spirit Guides. Will Archana get a job at Microsoft in 2024? English Messages and Spirit Guides. Will Archana get a job at Microsoft in 2024? English Messages and Spirit Guides. Will Archana get a job at Microsoft in 2024? English Messages and Spirit Guides. Will Archana get a job at Microsoft in 2024? English Messages and Spirit Guides. Will Archana get a job at Microsoft in 2024? English Messages and Spirit Guides. Will Archana get a job in Microsoft in 2024? Okay, Archana, we have Page of Cups. That's my card for today. Queen of Swords reversed, the Magician reversed, the Tower, Three of Cups, Knight of Wands, and Nine of Swords. Correct me if I'm wrong, Archana, but I feel like I may have asked this question for you. Oh no, I didn't ask this question for you in the past. I apologize. I asked about another. It was another company we asked about for you. To me, this is telling me with this Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, and Three of Cups, it's telling me that the opportunities are out there for you and the opportunities are possible within Microsoft, but you've definitely got to there's something about there's like more you need to there's more knowledge that you need to attain with the Magician reverse. Whenever I see the Magician reversed, especially when it comes to the finance or career, especially a career reading, that to me says that there's some more info that needs to be gleaned, whether it be regarding interviewing, finding out how their interviewing process goes, um, but definitely keeping this on your mind, keeping it in your present mind. And we just received a couple of donations. One from Jessica and one from Crystal. Thank you so much, Jessica, and thank you so much, Crystal. I feel like there's going to be possibly more than one opportunity for you with this Three of Cups, but you've really got to, and this could be a real game changer here, to stay focused with this Knight of Wands. Stay focused. Figure out what that information is that you need, that you should be picking up on. I would imagine that it's like interviewing type questions. Like what kind of questions do they ask during an interview? What kind of answers are they expecting when you do complete the interview? Whoa, I saw that one coming. So that is what I see for you. Oh, sorry about this, everybody. That's what I see for you, Archana. It looks. Here's in conclusion what the message I'm getting is. In conclusion, the message I'm getting is that the opportunities are out there within the Microsoft company this year, but there's just some more that you need to, some more information that needs to be attained in regards to the interview process and the application process. Okay. Thank you very much again, Archana, for your donation. I appreciate you. Next on deck, we have Miss Jessica. Thank you so much, Jessica, for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Jessica, you there? Jessica. Jessica, please come to the chat. If Jessica is not here, we will just move on to Crystal Ray. Oh, you posted. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me double check. Oh, God. Oh, I see it. I'm so sorry. I do see it. This chat's kind of wonky. How will M feel about me and P getting married and starting a family? Okay. Sorry, y'all. Angel Messages and Spirit Guides. How will M feel about Jessica and P getting married and starting a family? Angel Messages and Spirit Guides. How will M feel about Jessica and P getting married and starting a family? Angel Messages and Spirit Guides. How will M feel about Jessica and P getting married and starting a family? Angel Messages and Spirit Guides. How will M feel about Jessica and P getting married and starting a family? Angels, Messages, and Spirit Guides. How will M feel about Jessica and P getting married and starting a family? Angels, Messages, and Spirit Guides. How will M feel about Jessica and P married and starting a family? Angels, Messages, and Spirit Guides. How will M feel about Jessica and P getting married and starting a family? Angels, Messages, and Spirit Guides. How will M feel about Jessica and P getting married and starting a family? Angels, Messages, and Spirit Guides. How will M feel about Jessica and P getting married and starting a family? Temperance. Two of Swords reversed, Knight of Cups reversed, the High Priestess reversed, and Ace of Swords reversed. I think she's going to be rather bent out of shape. At the end of the day, thinking about this deeper, if she straight up avoided his mom's funeral and they were so close, that to me speaks volumes as to how she is able to react to him and how the capacity she has to actually be around him. Um, I think it's going with we have both the Ace of Swords reversed and the Two of Swords reversed, and both of these cards speak to a lot of confusion. Usually, I don't think she quite knows how to feel. I think she's gonna feel upset, well, in the sense that the love that was once hers is now gone, and she's going to just have to strike out on her own here and accept things for what they are with the High Priestess reversed. But I don't think that she'll ever let on. I think that I don't think she'll ever share this with anyone, or I think she'll wish you all the best. I think that she'll be very cordial about everything, but she's not going to say a word about how she truly actually feels about you guys possibly, most likely, getting married and having children together. That's very temperance. I know you're wait, you're not, are you a Sagittarius? You're an Aries, right? No, you're not, Jessica. You're a Libra. Oh my gosh, why am I blanking on your sign? You are a Sagittarius. Okay, so you know what I mean by the Temperance card here, where, or maybe you don't, but I feel like a lot of Sagittariuses are really good at maintaining a calm demeanor, um, despite maybe feeling a different way. And I feel like even though I don't know if she's a Sagittarius or not, but I feel like that's very much her energy here. Is that kind of Sagittarius energy of not of flowing, going with the flow with this Temperance card, but not flowing all of one's resources, not really letting on entirely how one feels about something. And because I don't think I do not feel like she's thrilled about this at all. I think she feels like she missed the boat here. She missed her shot. But she's also not going to be unfair to you. That was a big one with that King of Swords in the last reading, is she has no plans of being unfair or causing conflict. She's not going to be rude. She's not going to be like, a mean girl. She's going to be very diplomatic and graceful about this. She's going to take this in stride, but I think that it does hurt her at the end of things. Ay caramba. So that is what I see for her, Miss Jessica. Thank you so much for your donation, Jessica. I appreciate you. I'm glad to bring the insight. I am glad to bring you the insight. Yeah, I'm starting to get a better picture of who, not, I don't know exactly who she is, but at least how she's operating here and how she might operate from here on out, you know. I kind of think I'm starting to understand it a little better. She's, yeah, kind of just feels like she misses out, but nothing to worry about. I don't think she's gonna get hyphy or anything. She won't go crazy. Ah, fly just flew past me. All right, Crystal Ray, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Has anyone seen that movie Poor Things yet? Miss he and I don't discuss her at all. I went silent without giving her airtime on my relationship. Yeah, yeah, I feel you there. I feel you. Yeah, why bring it up? Why talk? What's the point in talking about her really at the end of the day? You know. What you guys have is special and unique in of its own special thing. Hi, I Slay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Crystal is there. All right. Thank you so much, girl. So you want two mini readings? You got it. Please go ahead and post your first question. Thank you. How is Dre feeling about me? Okay. Because sorry, was that Jessica? Exactly, because he shows up. Because he shows me where he's at with me. But then she came up. regarding possibly going to service, it brought up some curiosity in me. Oh yeah, no, I feel that, Jessica, for sure. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Dre currently feeling about Crystal? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Dre currently feeling about Crystal? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Dre currently feeling about Crystal? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Dre currently feeling about Crystal? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Dre currently feeling about Crystal? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Dre currently feeling about Crystal? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Dre currently feeling about Crystal? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Dre currently feeling about Crystal? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Dre currently feeling about Crystal? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Dre currently feeling about Crystal? Ten of Cups reversed, Page of Swords, Six of Cups, Seven of Cups reversed, and Knight of Swords. So you're definitely on his mind, Crystal. I can tell you that. Um, Whenever I see this Knight of Swords, they're thinking about you. He's thinking about you. Um, and he may even been, are you guys in contact right now? Even if you guys are in contact, I still think he's doing some spy work on you with this Page of Swords. Maybe looking at your social media if you have some, or maybe just asking people, mutual people you know about you and what's going on with you. You haven't talked, okay. Um, I will say that he's not, and that the reason why he has not spoken to you is probably because he's not in a position where he can provide for you a Ten of Cups situation or like an ideal romantic situation. He's not in the place. He's not in the emotional place for that. He's not in the physical place for that. Energetic, financial. He's just not there. However, he does look at the connection that he does look back at the connection that you guys have had very fondly. Um, Absolutely. But what's more concerning here is the Seven of Cups reversed. That's someone who's avoiding making romantic decisions, making solid romantic decisions. So, and there's another woman, isn't there, in his life? I feel like it may be a matter of like him being on the fence. Is that what's going on here? Yeah. And he's just avoiding making a choice. Like probably, like with a lot of dudes I see and like read about, honestly, if he could have it his way, he'd have both of you. He'd have his cake and he could and eat it too. He'd have two girlfriends, two partners. Um, but the world doesn't work that way, and that's really where he's just like he needs to pick up the pace here and figure out what he wants because he's just kind of on the fence. You're very welcome, Crystal. You're very welcome. Yeah, the energy's always pretty similar for him. Like he's always got feelings for you, but he's always like hung up on some other thing and just needs to get it together there. Okay. Will my son be completely healed? What is your son's name, or at least his first initial? M. Okay. You don't talk, but he snoops around. That's that Page of Swords, girl. I told you he was snooping on you. Asking me. I was like, I don't know if he's gonna talk. He's gonna talk to some mutual friends, family members to see. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will M be completely healed. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will M be completely healed. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will M be completely healed. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will M be completely healed. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will M be completely healed. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will M be completely healed. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will M be completely healed. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will M be completely healed. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will M be completely healed. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will M be completely healed. 9 of Cups reversed, 10 of Wands reversed, 4 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles reversed, and 8 of Wands reversed. Crystal. It looks like a lot of healing will take place with your son with this 4 of Wands right here in the center. And the 10 of Wands reversed here. The 10 of Wands upright is burdens. It could be illness. Uh, or disability even. Doesn't have to be just illness. However, I do see some complications with this 9. Yeah, 9 of Cups reversed, the Ace of Pentacles reversed, and then this 8 of Wands reversed. I see possibly issues with how quickly it's going to be for M to fully heal. I think it's hard to say, especially with little ones, to say that they'll be completely healed of something because we all we usually develop some other thing, something as we get older throughout our lives, and I'm sure he's got a long life ahead of him. And that could be very well what it's saying is that he can conquer his battles now, but there may be some more battles to come in the future. But as it stands right now, it is a little difficult. It's difficult. It's not possible for me to say, yeah, he's completely healed, or he will be completely healed in the near future. I do see some difficulties on the road, along the road ahead. But these are not. I shouldn't say difficulties, more obstacles. But they're certainly not obstacles that cannot be overcome in any way. They can absolutely be overcome and conquered. Okay. So that is what I see for you, Miss Crystal, regarding your precious son. You're very welcome, Crystal. Thank you, love. Thank you. I appreciate you. So I think that might be everyone who donated. And if that's the case, I'm gonna give it. I usually go on for 2 hours and then call it a night, but I think I'm just gonna give it maybe like 15, 20 minutes. We'll see if anybody would like to come to the chat and make a donation for a reading. Oh, Jessica just made a donation. Thank you so much, Jessica, for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Dude, you guys, French babies are so smart. They're hella smart. They can speak French. Such a stupid joke. I love that joke though. No, but French babies sound hella cute. I'm like, did did N that's my French impression. Did N reaching out to P affect him? If so, how? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did N reaching out to P affect him? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did N reaching out to P affect him? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did N reaching out to P affect him? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did M reaching out to P affect him? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did M reaching out to P affect him? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did M reaching out to P affect him? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did M reaching out to P affect him? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did M reaching out to P affect him? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did M reaching out to P affect him? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did M reaching out to P affect him? Four of Swords reverse, King of Cups, Five of Wands, the Magician, and Eight of Wands reversed. I hate to put it, I almost just said, of course it affected him, but, and I hate to put it like that, but I don't know how long they dated, but I feel like it affects anybody when any of our exes reach out to us, it'll affect us, whether it be for the good or the not so good. Um, I do feel like he does not want to communicate further with her. With the Eight of Wands reverse, he doesn't want to correspond back with her, and he's not thinking too deeply about it with this Four of Swords reverse. Um, he's much more stable thinking about this connection than he was in the past with this King of Cups. He recognizes that there were quite a few conflicts between the two of them, which is what resulted in their parting. I don't, I know I don't feel like he's a conflictual guy, so she must be the conflictual one. Um, the only card I'm not liking here is this Magician card. I don't know if that maybe they were on bad terms, and this perhaps um, maybe this made him feel like, I don't know, she cheated. He's very chill. If they were on good terms, and we have the Magician, and she cheated, and she must be the confrontational. I don't know. Well, maybe she's not confrontational. I'm not quite so sure about that. But so she cheated, and he's very chill. I don't know what this Magician is all about, Jessica. I'm trying to figure this out. Like, is this him? I hope he did. I certainly don't think that it's him feeling like there's any magic left in the connection. I think it's more like feeling more comfortable that they're able to talk to one another now in a more fluid sense of the word. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. This isn't me. I mean, this does make sense to me, but this one card, the Magician card, is throwing me a little off for a loop. Um, Cocorico. Makes sense. It's kind of cutting in and out, so I'm trying to piece it together. Oh, I'm sorry, Jessica. So yeah, what I'm getting here is that he, of course, he was affected by it because she is an ex inherently, but he does not want to communicate back. He doesn't want to reciprocate her communications with the Eight of Wands reversed. He looks back at this and realizes that it was a conflictual connection, whether they were fighting outright or not. It sounds like there was still a lot of conflict if she was off cheating on him. You know what I mean? Um, I don't think he's thought about this whole encounter too deeply with the Four of Swords reverse, and I think he's handling it all pretty stable in a very stable manner with the King of Cups. The only card that is kind of uh, just like bewildering me here is the Magician. Um, this made me feel like perhaps it gave him some confidence that maybe they could be civil, with one another. Known for a long time, so that oh yeah, that sounds incredibly toxic, and it sounds like, I mean, I hate to put it this way, but of course I'm sure there's a lot that he's not telling you. You know what I mean? Like that we don't tell our new partners everything about all of our dirty laundry immediate, especially very soon. You know, there's a lot I'm sure you do not know about this connection. I'm sure she was no angel at all, but I'm not gonna say. I'm sure there were issues with both of them. Is all I'm gonna. I think they were toxic for each other. Very very bad. Very bad. And that's where I see this Eight of Wands reverse, where he's just like, nope, nope, nope. I'm not responding to this. I'm not playing this. I'm not going to be, having open conversation. But I think he is relieved in a sense that there's no vitriol. It is like healthy, I'd say. I mean, it's just healthy that they don't talk. Basically, it's probably healthy that she just didn't show up there. Familiar that wasn't healthy, true love. I'm hoping that too. I'm really hoping that too. Maybe I realize that relationship really got together and something healthy with me. Yeah, yeah, I'm hoping that too. Um, I'm hoping that he comes to a realization. Yeah. Um, yeah, because this was clearly toxic, not working for either of them. They don't communicate, not going to. Yeah, yeah. But deep down, I think deep within him, he knows like there's no hard feelings, there's no animosity, there's no, like I said, no vitriol between the two of them, or like poisonous kind of like feelings or energy. It's just like not gonna be talking, not gonna see you. We're not gonna. It's done. It's done. It's done. So, and there's a lot of liberty in that. That's very liberating for that to happen, and or to come to that realization. You know, I think there's a lot of liberation in that, and I think that's more probably that actually probably speaks more to that Magician card than anything else. You know what I mean? Like, I've got the power. That's exactly how he acts. Yeah. 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 No, it's really for the best. I feel that she wasn't at his mom's services. I think she made the right choice. I think, I did for a moment. I was like, well, they were really close, but at the same time, when you're close to someone you're dating's mom, it kind of comes with the kit and caboodle of being with their son, and usually doesn't extend after you're with that son. At least I found in my experience, and I've been close to many a dude's mother. And like once you've sailed on to another ship, usually the mother will cling to the next woman. You know, have you met his mom? Oh, sorry. Have you met his mom? Have you met his mom? Oh wait, no, sorry. She passed away. I'm so sorry. That doesn't mean, yeah, she passed away. So who are the other members of his family that you've all met? Have you met his dad and all of his siblings? Oh, he doesn't have any siblings. Okay, so this is making things tricky. Never mind. So how who are the members of his family that you met? Oh, so he's got a big extended family. That's good. That's good. Good support system there. Oh wow. Okay, so he's got lots of aunts and uncles. Huge, yeah, huge family. Oh, you're very welcome, Jessica. You are so welcome, love. You are so very welcome. I'm glad it was helpful to you. Helpful to me. Help me. It was helpful to me too, girl. Help me understand everything a lot better. How the dynamics of everything. And the energy feels really good too. Totino's, Totino's, hot pizza roll. Totino's, Totino's, everybody's talking about Totino's. How did you know? Oh, well, that's peculiar. Well, that's why. Well, you are very, very welcome, Miss Jessica, and thank you so much for your donation. I hope it brought you some clarity. Everybody talking about Totino's, 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 Totino's. So yeah, I'm gonna wait on here for another 20 minutes or so. Come one, come all, if you need a tarot reading. I will be here tonight fighting jet lag, trying to stay alive, stay awake. All right, Miss Jessica, you have a wonderful day at work, love. Yes, I will catch you soon. Thank you, Jessica. I will, I will. I always be working, at least with this channel, because I'm always afraid that if I left this channel for like a month or more, even a couple of weeks, that it would just go away. I always hear like scary stories about channels losing out like viewers and algorithm marks because they go away for a while. That scares me. I just like going live and talking to y'all and being here with y'all. I'm supposed to see that movie, Poor Things, tonight. It's in the theaters here. I know it's like on Hulu, I think, back home. But I thought it'd be pretty cool to see in theaters. Totino's, Totino's, hot pizza rolls. Totino's, Totino's, everybody's talking about Totino's. Hello, this is me I'm looking for. Is anyone out there? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, is anyone out there? Well, let me know in the chat if you would like to make a donation for a reading. I'll be on for about another 10 minutes or so. doing, girl? I'm doing really good. Thank you, Aisel. Thank you. Well, I'm not really on live early. I'm in Europe right now, so I'm in a different time zone. I'm in a different time zone, girl. I'm 9 hours ahead of what I normally am at. So I'm also really jet lagged, and part of why I went live was so I could keep myself awake, keep my brain alert. Deadly serious. Can you hear me now? That should probably do the trick. Can you hear me now? This is getting primitive. Old school, old school. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it's my new. I found these for $12.99, man. $12.99. Brookstone pods, or earbuds or whatever. I think. So, all right, let's get into this, girl. Let's get into your reading. Ooh, Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How does P feel about his relationship compared to his with M? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How does P feel about his relationship with Jessica compared to M? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How does P feel about his relationship to Jessica in comparison to M? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How does P feel about his relationship to Jessica in comparison to M? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How does P feel about his relationship with Jessica in comparison to M? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How does P feel about his relationship to Jessica in comparison to M? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How does P feel about his relationship to Jessica in relationship to M? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How does P feel about his relationship to Jessica in relation to M? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How does P feel about his relationship to Jessica in relation to M? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How does P feel about his relationship to Jessica in comparison to M? Death reversed. 8 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles reversed. The High Priestess. And the Star reversed. That's a difficult question to ask in a couple of ways, Jessica, because it's a difficult question more to read, because I feel like this is speaking more to his feelings, about, or at least I would like to think that this is speaking more to his feelings about M. With Death reversed, the Star reversed, like there's nothing that he's wanting to share with her anymore. He feels there's no hope left anymore in his connection with her. He's struck out on his own with her, or from her. Yet we have this Death reverse card here, something about things feeling the same, things feeling stagnant, or things feeling similar. And what might be going on, and I hate to put it this way, Jessica, is he may see some qualities in you that he saw in her, but like new and improved versions. I hate to be the first to admit it, that I've definitely done that. Like, oh, this person's kind of like this other person I dated, only like 20 times better. Like, does that kind of make sense? That's kind of a little bit of what I'm sensing here is like, in this instance, he's really willing to actually put in the work with this 8 of Pentacles. But I think overall, it's kind of like comparing apples and oranges. Relationships are very much unique in and of themselves, to each their own. To each relationship it's very, very unique. So it's difficult to truly compare, I think, the two of you at the end of the day. Do I feel like he is drawn to her still? Not at all. Do I feel like he's still that you guys are both still in the processes of getting to know each other? Absolutely. So I think that makes things even more difficult to read, not just as a reader, but for energies as well, and his thoughts with this Page of Pentacles reversed. Does that make sense at all, Jessica? What I'm saying? Yeah. Like because when I think about, even if I have, dated someone and they kind of reminded me of an upgraded version of someone from my past, the two connections in and of themselves are just so unique because every person's so different. And you operate quite differently, very differently than she does, and the two of you jive together much differently than the two of them jive together. It's all just different humans, different chemistry. Um, I think that he has more faith ultimately with this Eight of Pentacles. I think he has, more hope for the future with you with this Eight of Pentacles. But I think comparing things like that can be a little difficult at times. Um, but I certainly don't think you have any, and I don't think that's why you asked the question. But I certainly don't think you have anything to be concerned about, judging just from this energy here alone. You definitely don't have anything to be concerned about with her, and I don't think you ever were concerned about her at all. But just to add that, I truly feel that way. Is you're a brand new, like a fresh new start for him. You represent you're a representative of a fresh new start for him, and especially, well, predominantly in romance, but in other aspects of his life too. You know, I don't think, yeah, no, I don't sense that at all. I got that from her. I got some lingering feelings from her. Nothing psycho, nothing weird, nothing like stalking or like they didn't have kids together, did they? That usually makes a woman 10 to 20 times more crazy. If they don't have kids together, she can, if she's still pining over him, she'll usually, it depends on the woman, but I get the vibe from her that she still pines over him. She still does have feelings for him, but she keeps them to herself. She doesn't call him up. She doesn't let him know. She's quite aware that it's over. Is the big one. Is she's just aware that it's over. Things have come to pass. The cycle has come to an end. Yeah, no kids. Yeah, that's always a big one I've noticed. Is once there's kiddos involved, it gets a lot more feisty. Because then the mama bear comes out, you know. um, but not here. Not here. Well, thank you very, very much, Jessica, for your donation. I appreciate you as always, and I hope I brought you some clarity um, with your reading. Sorry about the audio issues earlier. I apologize for that. How long were they together again? Yeah, it can be tough. It can be tough, to not be intimidated by other connections that people have had. 11 years. Oh, wow. 11 years off and on. Yeah, that is a long ass time. No lying there. That's just a long, long time. But, when things are off and on, I always felt like off and on was just not healthy, period. But when things are off and on, especially for that long,
that to me just sounds like a toxic cycle that's not ending. And that could very well be what he's been dealing with this whole time. It's just this a really toxic cycle. Sounds like it. Yeah. Like, because that Five of Wands that came up, it's like there's obviously some conflicts that obviously never went away fully. And, you're going back and forth doing that for 11 years. That can't be good. You know, that cannot be good. Well, it's over now, so sounds like it is good. Excuse me. I think you're just fine, Jessica. I say just see how things, I know you're gonna just see how things go, and take it slow, take it as it comes. Um, I think that your heart is in his hands, or his heart is in your hands. Really, it's not your heart is in his hands. It's more his heart is in your hands. I think the balls in your court. You're very welcome, Jessica. You're very welcome for the reading. Good to clear up those curiosities. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, what was I doing? This is fun. I like the ones that make it look like an old movie. Yeah, that one's cool. I should have been doing this the whole time. So I'm gonna give it another 15 minutes or so. See if anyone else wants a reading. Let me know. Or at least another 5 minutes. Anyone's interested in a reading? Let me know. Let me know. Is there anybody out there who would like a reading? Anybody out there interested in the reading? Alright, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna make myself some dinner and hang tight, and I will see y'all soon. Goodbye for now, and I'll see you in June. Actually, sooner than that. Goodbye. Good night.